Alright, hello, my Vixens. I have been wanting to, I'm trying to get on my bench and get comfortable here. I've been wanting to do some holiday looks for you guys because obviously, you know, it's going to be Christmas time. Tomorrow, myself, I have a Christmas little dinner party type thing that I'm going to. So, I imagine that these things are coming up for everybody. Got some crazy hair going on here. Try to pull my hair back when I do these videos so that I can just concentrate on, you know, the makeup and you know, doing that kind of stuff and keep the hair out of the eyes and everything. So anyway, that's why, you know, I always got the crazy hair and hair pulled back. But anyway, I want to do like some unusual colors, some holiday colors. I think that the majority of everybody seems to wear like the neutral tones and everything. I don't find for myself that they look that great on me, but I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and use those shades today just because I think that that's what most of you are wearing. I'm gonna try to adjust this down just a little bit and see if I can get a better look. Hope that stays. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do I have on like kind of like a real deep forest, kind of like a green color, and I'm gonna use that deep emerald. Well, no, it's not an emerald, it's like a forest green. So I'm gonna do that with a gold. And then I have a palette that I got I've had it for a while. It's by L'Oreal. It's a lip palette that I got, and it's got some pretty good shades in it. It goes, you know, from darker, you know, to the lighter. And I'm gonna try to do this berry color with maybe like a little bit, just a little bit of like a lighter in the middle, and then, you know, the berry. So kind of like an ombre lip, but not really. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I think that, you know, when you're going to like the holiday party, this is the time of year when you want to stand out. You want to pop. You want, you know, that, you know, outstanding look. You know, you don't want the pale. You don't want the just neutral look. You want that, you know, look at me. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm going to go for. But as you know, as always, we need to build that look up. You know, you can't just slap the green on there and think that it's gonna work like that, because it won't. So we're gonna build the look up, and you know, we're gonna go from there. So if you are out shopping in any of your local little, you know, shopping mart places or whatever, you're gonna see a lot of these makeup gift kit type things or whatever, and some of them, you know, look really good, and you're like, wow, you know, it's got 300 eye palette colors in it, and, you know, lip, and it's got mascara, so I bought a couple of them, and they were really cheap, but I wanted to show them here for the purpose of just to show you that don't be fooled. Because they look one way when they're in the box, but then when you take them out and you try to swatch them, they are not. Now, I did get lucky with one of them. I found this one, and this is probably supposed to be kind of like a knockoff of like the Urban Decay or Naked, or, you know, one of those type of deals. This was like $4.98 for this, but then when you open it up, and these are all pretty true to what they, you know, look like. They all swatched out pretty good, and the only thing that I found was, you know, there's a tremendous amount of fallout with them. So, you know, but I'm going to use them today just because I want to show you guys, you know, sometimes you're going to, like I said, you're going to see these things this time of year. A lot of people get tempted to buy them, but I thought, you know, it would be a good way to kind of show what these things. And I found this little palette, and the colors on it looked amazing. If you can see this one right here, this pink, this was what really suckered me in, and then this gold. Some of the, and this is the color I'm going to use, you know, is this real deep forest green. When I swatched this one right here, if you can see around the corner, it looked so beautiful, like this really beautiful pink, but when I swatched it, it was brown. But the green did come out like a really nice green, and this was like a cream formula, and it showed up gorgeous. So, and then this red, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be for your lips because it's a cream formula. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, you know, be leery of these things because there might be, like, out of the whole thing, like 1 or 2 palette, you know, 2 of the little tins in there that are even remotely usable. And when I say usable, I mean, like, you know, you gotta find something to do with them. So, okay, so anyway, I went ahead and you know, moisturized and primed and did all that. And I think I told you guys about this Dream Velvet makeup that I really like. I love the coverage of it and everything, but I kind of noticed that every time I use it, my eyes are watering like crazy. I try to be careful, you know, not to get it, you know, in my eye or anything. I wonder if I have some kind of like a slight allergy or something like that. I also, last month I bought these L'Oreal Infallible, and I forgot I even had them. I pulled these back out because tomorrow I'm going to use these and see if I have the watering of the eyes. If I don't, then Sunday I'll try the Dream Velvet again, and if my eyes water, then I think that's going to be like the true test to know that I must have some kind of allergy to them or whatever, because like my eyes are just watering. So hopefully I can, you know, even get the makeup on and get some mascara on, because yeah, I'm just watering so badly. But anyway, I went ahead, like I said, I primed. So I primed my eyes when I was doing my foundation, and then I went ahead and I used another primer after that, just an eye primer. And this one's by Physicians Formula. It's called Shimmer Eye Primer. It came in a double pack, and it had a matte formula, and then it had a shimmer. So since I'm going to use that gold, kind of like metallic-y one, that's why I wanted to use that. All right, so let me get started. Let me grab some brushes. As always, I'm going to grab, you know, a blending brush. I'm going to grab some flat, like round brushes like this. Those are my favorites to, you know, put, you know, get the shadows on. I like those. All right, so get a couple more blending brushes here. All right. In this palette right here, this one that was the smoky eye palette, the one that I showed you, there's a color in here that was kind of like a banana type powder, and I'm gonna start with that, and I'm just gonna put that over the whole eyelid, just to kind of start out. So that's what I'm gonna do first, is just start with that, and I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna put that on the whole lid just to give myself some kind of base coverage there. And I'm gonna take it clear up to the brow bone. I feel like I'm really not getting any. You see what I mean by these palettes that are, you know, the cheaper palettes. I might have to just go into my own regular shadows. I don't know if these are going to work. I really wanted to try to use these to, you know, show you like, you know, these, like I said, these are the holiday, what, you know, what's out where everybody is shopping. You might be tempted to buy these for somebody. We'll see how that works. So, okay, I'm gonna grab a gray, like a light gray color. And I'm gonna stay right in the eye socket right here. I'm just gonna stay right in that area. This is where I'm going to put that real deep green, so I need to give it something to cling to, something to build upon. I'm going to use this gray. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's just enough. And so you could use, you know, if you had like a lighter brown or whatever, it, you know, sorry, I bumped my camera. I don't look as good in the brown tones, so I tend to gravitate towards the grays. They look better on me. I don't know whether it's, you know, I'm sure it's something to do with my skin tone and something with the color of my eyes or whatever. I just don't look as good in the earth tone colors. So the grays, you know, they look better on me. That's why I always kind of try to stick with those colors. But I know that I'm always envious when I see people that can wear those earth tone colors because they're so beautiful. You know, I always love when I see somebody that they can do like the mauvey pinks and the browns. I think that look is gorgeous. I've tried it many times. I always end up looking like I have like a black eye. So it, you know, not just, everybody just can't wear every color. Certain purples don't look very good on me either. So, you know, and I'm sure, you know, you guys all have certain colors that you just can't do. All right, so I'm just gonna do the windshield wiper motion right here just to really get that to darken up and be a little bit prominent. And I'm not gonna go, like I said, you see that I'm not going up onto the brow bone. I'm just staying right in the eye socket area. Now, if you have a hooded eye, that's what we'll do that next. You know, we'll go up onto the brow bone so that we get some definition and we get that eye to pop out. Now I'm just going to take a blending brush and just kind of just slightly, you know, just blend this a little bit so we don't have any real harsh lines. The whole idea is with this, we just want to give that green something to latch onto, and we want to make this look like this is how our eyes just are naturally. We just naturally have these deep set, gorgeous eyes. So that's the goal of that. You know, and if you want to, a lot of times, you know, like if you need to put your color on, like, you know, right now, if I wanted to, I could put the gold on so that I could, you know, get those eyes to come forward and pop. I don't really like to put the lighter color on until I kind of get that crease to be more defined. But by all means, if you need to do that, then, you know, I always like to tell everybody, you know, makeup is a preference. You know, makeup is everybody's, you know, own interpretation. So, all right, I'm going to grab a little bit of the green. I only swatched it on my hand, so I haven't used it, you know, on my eyes. So I'm anxious to see how, you know, how the color is. Now this is where I'm going to go right up into the brow bone. I'm just going to kind of easy does it a little bit because, like I said, I haven't used this color, so I don't know how deep the color is, and seems to be pretty good. Let me see if I can. So it's actually pretty pigmented, and that's good. I like that. Go on to the next eye here. Now I don't want to go too far up onto the brow bone. You know, I want to get right. That's why I like these kind of brushes. I see a lot of the girls doing the makeup videos, and they're gonna use like a brush like this to try to get in there. And you know, if you are that good that you can use these fluffy brushes and you can put this on, you know, kudos to you. But I just feel that you have so much more control with this. For one, you know, it is curved like the shape of your eye. It's going to help you have the control that you need to stay right where you need to be. And it's flat, so you can put color on each side. So as you're, you know, putting the color on, if you kind of feel like I need a little bit more color, but you're, you know, you're right there where you need to be, you don't want to mess up, all you have to do is flip your brush. So that's why I like to use this, and I think this is a good way for, you know, people that are just, you know, beginners, or, you know, you're not like, you know, you're not one of these experts. You know what I mean? I don't consider myself this expert with one of these yet. I love to watch the girls that can use these and get that color on there with one of those. But, you know, for me, I'll stay with one of these, and then I like to blend, you know. I'm okay with the blending. So anyway, I just like to stay, you know, right there on the brow bone. And this type of brush just helps you stay where you need to be. And then again, see, all I had to do was just flip the brush. I had enough color on this brush that all I had to do was flip it. And you can still do the windshield wiper if you need to. I always feel like when I'm first starting the, you know, the look, and I'm starting to build, you know, the look, it does look a little crazy. But once we get that gold on there and get this to pop, I think it's going to be gorgeous. So I'm going to just try to get this, I'm going to use this like a pencil, and I'm going to get right down into this part of the crease. And just give it a little bit of definition. You don't always have to get down here, but, you know, it's a holiday look, so we really want to play that crease up, and we really want to make it pop. Same thing on this eye. Again, this shadow turned out to be pretty pigmented, so I don't really even need to pick any more color up. I can just use what's on the end of the brush, and I'm just kind of going in and using like a pencil. One other thing you can do is, I'm going to grab one of these brushes. It's a very, very tiny brush. This is how we can get that outer V, which what I mean by that is we can, you know, come right in here. Let me blend this a little bit so that we can see what we're working with here. So I'm just going to like lightly blend. And usually, you know, usually after I do my first blending, you know, I'll sometimes go in and, you know, kind of darken it up a little bit. But you kind of have to, you do kind of have to blend it a little bit to, you know, that way you can see what you're working with. And then you can go back in and say, okay, you know, I got my base down. Let me see where I want to get, you know, my mobile lid color, and then see where I want to darken it up. And I'm gonna just make sure I don't have a lot of fallout. Like I said, you know, that wasn't like a very, very expensive shadow. You know, it's gonna give me a little bit of fallout. So there's kind of like what I got going on. All right, in between blending, I always kind of wipe the brush off a little bit so that I'm not smearing color everywhere. So same thing over here. And when you're blending, you're not pushing very hard. You're just, you know, let the brush do the work. So you can just hold it like clear out here on the end if you want. And, you know, you're just letting the brush do the work. These blending brushes are so nice. And if you feel like, you know, uh-oh, I got shadow right here, or I don't really want this, just wipe your brush off. Like, I feel like I don't want that right there, so I'm just gonna blend it out, and it'll just blend right away. And do you always feel like you get one eye better than the other? What's up with that? I guess, you know, whether you're left-handed or right-handed, you know, you always seem to, you know, I feel like I'm always getting this eye better than this eye. But it's weird because I'm left-handed. This is my left eye. So, I don't know. Okay. I don't want to blend it all away. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop in some of the gold, but there is a creamy version of the gold, and then there's like a powder version of the gold. Okay, the creamy version and the powder version. I'm going to take a little bit of the powder version and I'm going to put that on first, just so that the creamy version has something to kind of like cling to. Okay, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to go ahead right now. Don't take it clear over here, ladies. You know, just get it from like the corner, you know, right here. And I'll show you why in just a second. So we're just gonna, you know, take it over. And I know right now you're like, well, it doesn't look very gold. No, because this powder one isn't gonna show up that great, but we're gonna get it right there. We're going to go to the next eye. Get in the corner. We just want to give that cream gold something to cling to. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go right here in the arch and just give it a little swipe. Just give it a little swipe. I have a special brush that I always use when I'm doing like cream shadows, and you can use your finger for a cream shadow, or, you know, if you have one of these brushes that is like a really little, it's very dense bristles. And I like that for, you know, cream shadows. It's what it was made for. But a lot of times I'll end up, you know, just kind of like using my fingers too. Okay, so I'm just picking up some of the gold. And now I'm going to go right in here. I hope this is showing up on camera as well as it is showing up, you know, in my mirror, because in the mirror it looks gorgeous. And then we're gonna go, you know, back and we're gonna darken that up also. But I needed, you know, I needed to bring that forward like I told you so that we can, you know, see where we need to make things pop. So I'm just gonna sweep it on. And you know, really, it's probably better not to sweep it on like that. It's better when you're doing like a cream shadow. It's better if you apply it and you tap it on. You can get a lot more of the product on when you do it like that. Everybody has a preference. That's technically, that is the best way to do it, but old habits die hard, and I'm still one of the ones that do it the old way. You know? So, you know, however you get it on there is how you get it on there. As long as you're, you know, as long as you get it on there and you don't take the other off. And again, I'm going to go right into the crease, right into this corner. That's going to give a nice highlight when we're done. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so I'm taking this brush and I have product on both sides, and I'm going to go right just right under here. Don't go on this end. All right, that's about enough gold. So now we can go and finish the that deep forest green. So I'm going to take this very small brush. I'm going to go into that forest green again. Knock off that excess. This is where I'm going to make my outer V. So you're going to go, stay very close to your lash line. And then just go right into the outer corner. We already blended it, you know, and got like a really smoky. So when we kind of blend this out, we don't want to blend this too much when we blend this. We want, you know, we want to leave a nice dark crease. Whenever I go, you know, to like any kind of event or party, I like to make sure I wear a waterproof eyeliner and a waterproof mascara. A lot of times, you know, people it might be smoky, or somebody might be smoking or something like that. And a lot of times that will make my eyes water. And you don't want all your hard work that you've done to try to get this holiday look, or, you know, whatever look that you are doing, you don't want that to be ruined or be for naught. So, that's just my little tip right there, is to, you know, make sure that you try to wear some kind of waterproof mascara and eyeliner. All right, so I'm gonna take this blending brush, is a little bit smaller, And actually, I think I'm going to grab this blending brush. It's got like an angle to it, if you can see. And I'm just going to very, very gently I don't want to blend this away. You know what I mean? I just want to get any of the little harsh edges, that's all. You can make this as dark, you know, if you want to darken this whole area in, you can. You know, you can make this as, you know, smoky-eyed as you want, as minimal as you want. You know, you can make it as over the top as you want. You could put false eyelashes on. This would be a great look with false eyelashes. I need to get myself some more false eyelashes and do a video and show you how I put the false eyelashes on. So, okay. So I'm going to stop right there before I start fussing around and, you know, mess it up. And I definitely should have, you know, curled my eyelashes. I always forget to, when I'm doing a video, to curl my eyelashes before. But I'm going to try to be really careful and curl my eyelashes. Normally I try to get way down on the base of my eyelash, but right now I'm just going to just go halfway so that I don't take any of the gold off. Normally, like I said, normally when I'm curling my eyelashes, I'll do that before I do any of the eyeshadow. And I try to go as far down to the base of my lash as I can. Okay. Eyelashes curled. And then I'm going to take the brush that I didn't use, this blending brush, and I'm going to go into this white powder. Take off the extra, and I'm just going to brush that onto my lashes just a little bit. You don't have to do this step, but I feel like this really helps my mascara to, gives it a good, you know, base. It gives it a good something to cling to. All right, now for the eyeliner, I am going to use a liquid liner because, like I said, this is kind of a dramatic look. I think I will give my brows a little help. I'm going to take black brow pencil, and I'm just because I just want them to have a little more flair than they do. So I'm just going to just lightly give them a few little I sort of already really, you know, kind of went through and did my brows, but I feel like once you have the, can you kind of see the difference? I just went through and just gave, you know, just a few little strokes of the blacker through there. Once you do like a dramatic eye, you need your eyebrows to help wake that up. You know, your eyebrows frame your face for sure, and if you have a weak brow, then it's just not going to make your look. You guys see the difference that made? Just that tiny little bit. Okay. I really needed that. So just kind of comb that through a little bit. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the, like I said, I'm gonna do a liquid waterproof eyeliner because, you know, if I was gonna use this as a holiday look, if I was going somewhere, you know, a lot of times if it's somewhere they're cooking, or if it's smoky, people are smoking, you know, you don't know, different events are in different places or whatnot. But a lot of times, well, I have really sensitive eyes, and my eyes will water or whatnot. This is one of the best waterproof eyeliners I have ever used, and it's not an inexpensive one. It's by Wet n Wild, believe it or not. It's called H2O Proof. It looks like this. Have fun getting it off. I'm not even kidding you. I swatched it when I first got it. I swatched it on my hand, and like I was scrubbing, you know, 2 days later I could still see like little dots of it on my hand. So yeah, I never use this unless I seriously want some waterproof eyeliner. So it's a really true matte, and so I like it. It's a nice matte black. You have to be super careful with this. Okay. Always do your bottom lashes first. I'm going to be, you know, really careful. I'm going to go very close to the lash line. And I'm just going to, I got to get that right away. And that is the one thing about this. I'm going to use like really slow, small motions when I'm using this. All right. I'm not going to take it all the way over because, as I said, I actually have an event to go to tomorrow, and it's okay because I will, you know, I'll wear this eyeliner tomorrow also, but for right now, you know, I'll never get this off. So I don't want to take eyeliner clear over because I usually never wear my eyeliner like that. But one thing I just did was I took a cotton or a Q-tip and I wet it with a little bit of this micellar water in case I get a little mess up again. This is about your only hope while it's still wet to try to, you know, get that off, because I seriously kid you not, once this dries, it is not going anywhere. All right, so to the next eye. You see my eye twitching? And you know, this is where you know, you can make it your own. You can be as dramatic as you want. You know, if you want to do a cat eye, do a cat eye. If you know, wanted, like I see a lot of girls do like the double, you know, by all means, you know, this is where, you know, you can really make your eye your own. If you have different color, I have like a gold eyeliner, you know, I can take this and I'm going to let this dry a little bit, but I'll come under here and I'll take some gold and I'll go under here. I think when I do my lines my lips, I'm going to do a little bit of gold, you know, just to kind of give like a shimmer. So don't be afraid to experiment, you know. It just wipes off if you don't like it. Don't worry about it, you know. But this is where you can really make your look your own, you know. eyeliner is especially one of those things where you can really make your look your own. For me, I really can't rock the cat eye anymore. Now that I'm getting older and I'm getting, you know, I have like some, you see, it's really hard to get the eyeliner to make a nice, smooth, fluid, you know, motion right there when you have some wrinkles. So my day of rocking the cat eye is over. But when I could wear the cat eye, I loved it. You know, I always wore it every day. It didn't matter where I was going. If I was going to the grocery store, I wore the cat eye. I mean, it was just my signature look. And I would have people stop me sometimes and say, you know, oh my gosh, you know, I love your eye makeup. But, you know, I can't do it now. I look ridiculous. But if you can come up with something that you like and make it yours, you know, make it yours. All right, so now I am going to start with the top. I'm going to start in the middle of my eye and then just slowly work it over. Again, like this stuff is, you have to use extreme caution. I'm going to stay very close to my lash line. And you know, when you're using any kind of eyeliner, it's better to leave it flat like this. Don't try to go in like, you know, with a pencil type thing, because you're gonna work against yourself. Just leave it flat and let it do the work for you. Just lay it flat and, you know, just use small, steady strokes, and you'll find that if you do it that way, you have less chance of messing up. If you try to just like make one big long line, you know, eventually you might get good enough to do that, but that takes a lot of time and a lot of practice to get that good. And if you don't feel that you are, no sense in messing up your whole look. Just take your time and just, you know, and you'll get there and it'll get done. So, and this stuff, I still have enough on here to go ahead and do the other eye. So, and because the gold is a cream formula, a pencil eyeliner would not work over top of this. It would just smudge it right off. A potted eyeliner may work, but I think for whenever I use any kind of cream eyeshadows, I like to just go ahead and use a liquid eyeliner. I'm gonna brace my arm, come across, and try to get this little piece right here. And that takes a lot of practice to learn to, you know, come across, you know, and do that. So you can see that I have my arm, I'm holding my elbow with my hand, and I'm just coming across. So one thing that you can do, if you really, you know, if you can't do the cat eye very well anymore, you can do just kind of like a straight line. One thing you do, if you never want to do, you know, you don't ever want the line to be coming down or curving down. You know, you either want it straight out or angled up, because you don't want your eye to be looking drooping down. So you never want that. So let me at least try to show you something, since it's supposed to be a dramatic look. So I'll try to just make like a line, I'll see if I can do a very tiny small cat eye. When you do a cat eye, you don't want to start from the very tip that you ended on, because that's going to be like your line. You want to come down a little bit and then just join the line of your eyeliner. And again, I'm just trying to do a very, very small so now I gotta try to, just clean that up a little bit. And okay, same thing on this eye. I'm not gonna start clear out here. I'm gonna come, I'm gonna come down here. So that's like two really smaller cat eyes. And I feel like I got a little looking for my Q-tip with my all right. We'll put on some mascara. And oh, my eyes are watering, ladies. Okay. One thing that I always like to do, I like to use like a less expensive mascara to kind of like build a base and then use my better mascara. I feel like I don't want to waste all that, but I want to do like a base coat. So I usually always try to have like, several different types of mascaras and so forth. So I don't know, that's just like a little, tip that I have. I have this mascara, this one I have from Avon, and I really like it, but it's called Avon True Color Super Extend Nourishing Mascara, and it does a pretty good job. But I'm going to use that. I love the brush that comes with it. So I'm going to use this to just kind of do like a base coat, and then I'm going to go in and put this Colossal mascara on, or I might use my Epic, I don't know, we'll see. So I'm going to start with my bottom lashes, and again, I'm just kind of using this to make a base coat so that I don't waste as much of my favorite mascara. I started doing that like about a year ago because, I was just like, running out of mascara all the time. And it was like, what can I do to start conserving my mascara a little bit? And then I realized, I'm using, I'm using this, I'm like kind of giving myself a base coat, and then I go back and, put on, like my final coat or whatever. So then I thought, I just need to use like something, not like dollar store mascara, but just something that's not quite as expensive as my, really good stuff. So that is when I started doing that. And, it might be something you guys can try and see if it works for you. I'm always a mess when I do my mascara. I don't know what it is. I try to be so careful. I have some shields. I have a spoon. Sometimes I use a spoon. Anybody ever do that? I do that sometimes. Alright, this is a mascara that I just recently got. I'm really liking it. It's called the Colossal Big Shot. I really am liking this a lot. Got a nice big brush. So, oh, you can't see. I got it on my eye again. Hard to talk when you're trying to put your mascara on. Alright, let's see how we can get this Colossal, if it'll give us a nice coverage. Now remember, I did put a little bit of powder on my lashes. It'll be a miracle if any mascara goes on at all the way my eyes are watering. I'm not gonna fight it too much because I don't think that with my eyes watering that there's gonna be a whole lot I can do, but we're gonna try. Want to put on some blush and do the lips so that you guys can see the final result. And tomorrow when I get ready, I'm gonna do I want to do this like dusty blue look that I've been wanting to try. So if you're into those colors, I'm going to do like a blue and gray type of a look. I'll try to get this video posted tonight and get that up. All right, well, take this gold. I did want to take some gold under here. Okay. So I want to use this lip palette from L'Oreal, and there's a really pretty berry color in there, but I'm going to kind of take this gold and I'm going to get like right in the middle here, right like by my Cupid's bow. And I really want to get it on there. Okay. It comes with a brush. So I'm going to use this lighter to start with. Wipe this brush off a little. Okay, now I'm going to grab this deeper berry. I think I really liked it when it was just like the lighter pink better. The pink and gold. Oh, you know what? Let me see. I need to get some blush on. Oh, I am not used to wearing a dark lip, that is for sure. Oh, Lord, ladies. I do better with my fingers than I do that. I liked the lighter pink. I'm going to go to the lighter pink. Alright, well, let me put some blush on because I think that's really what's going to set this look off. I'm going to use this palette right here. It's, you know, it's got this pink when it's got the gold. So let me get some blush on, and I think that's going to really kind of help make a little bit of a difference. No. Use this gold. All right, so there's that. So let me let me get the pink. I really liked that lighter pink. I think that was like the look, and then I messed it up. So I'm gonna go back in with the gold. I think I'll even line. My lips a little bit. All right, here we go. So going back in with that first original color that I did with the lighter pink. I really liked that. For me, that's still like a darker color. I usually don't wear any kind of colors like that. I wear a very nude lip all the time. All right, well, tone it down a little bit. So there's the eyes, there's the lip, and I would blot this before I went anywhere. This is, to me, like a little bit dark, but again, like I said, it's a, you know, it's a holiday look. It's not something that I would wear all the time. Take, you know, the hair down and do a hairdo. Maybe some kind of really cool sparkly barrette, or really cute hairpin or something like that. And there you have it. There's like a look with some gold and some forest green. Kind of an unusual color, but I think it would be really nice. So, of course, my hair wants to be crazy right now. Alright, so anyway, there we go. Like I said, I hope you like it. You can see the, you know, you can see the gold. You can see the really deep green. I like the, you know, I like the lip. It gives it a, you know, nice pop of color. And again, you know, you could just do something, you know, easy like with your hair. Pin it back. You could do, you know, any easy kind of hairdo. Pump up this crown a little bit. And, you know, so, alright, so like I said, tomorrow I'm going to do some blues and grays, and that's what I'm going to wear to my little holiday dinner party thing that I'm going to. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. I hope you can subscribe, and if I can get enough people to subscribe, I'd like to do a giveaway. I have some things that I'd like to do a giveaway with, so tell people about the channel, and remember, you know, try to stay positive. No one can control your life but you. No one can bring you down worse than you can bring yourself down. So cheer up, stay positive, wear pink, and kiss some puppies. All right, I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.